Hello, tonight we have a special guest tonight on the Oprah Winfrey Show. It is John Adams.
Hey Oprah, how's it going?
Great.
It's fantastic.
Well, Mr. President, since you are here, let's get straight into the questions. So, how close was your election?
Well, the election was actually very close because Thomas Jefferson had 68 electoral votes and I only had 71. So it came down to 3 votes to win, so Jefferson ended up becoming my vice president.
Boy, that's really close. It's unbelievable. Well, tell us about the XYZ affair.
It was that France wanted $12 million and also $250,000. So we told them no, and they started a little battle overseas, but we ended up winning even with a weaker navy. The French ended up retreating because at the same time they were at war with Great Britain.
And what about the 2 acts that were passed?
The acts ended up deporting foreigners and made it harder for immigrants to vote, so now they had to wait 14 years.
Now, when you were in office, did the office actually move somewhere else?
Yes, it finally moved from Philadelphia to Washington, D.C., and then the presidential mansion was burned by the British later on.
Well, well, this burning. Well, this burning is. Oh, tell me about the burning. This burning.
Well, this burning was during the month of August in the year of 1814. In the process, 8,000 residents of America's capital died that day. The heat was so bad it turned regular mosquitoes into disease-carrying mosquitoes. I felt bad for James Madison being the president in the middle of a war, especially when it is already hard enough to be president. James Madison's wife ended up taking a risk and saving a lot of artwork from the presidential mansion.
What do you think was the hardest part of being president?
Personally, I think following up on a great example of a president was the hardest. George Washington did so many great things for his wonderful country. So me being the second president was definitely very hard, especially when you were his vice president and knowing that he did each day made it harder.
How did you feel about retreating later on?
Well, I was hoping that the next president would fix anything I did wrong and that he would do a great job in office.
Well, John, thanks for your time. It was a pleasure having you here.
No, thank you. It's an honor being here. God bless America.